The best idea, if you want to make 10x your money, is...
And today, it's a shocking thing I have to onboard for you guys. We are witnessing two major billionaires on this earth. One called CJ, okay, the world known Binance founder, and then the second person is Michael Saylor, the world popularly known Bitcoin holder or companies stockholders. All right, so we are witnessing a big interview between these people, two sides. They'll be talking about how we can multiply our assets 10 times, 100 times, 200 times, 10,000 times. So you need not to waste time. Just get your seats prepared and sit and watch this video to the end. If you are new to our channel, please do us a favor, always smash on the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click on the notification button that each time we drop news like this, you'll be the first to know. Thank you. Let's things moving. Go to our first interviewer, that's CJ. Let's listen to him.
Entrepreneurs versus like VCs. So the VCs have all the money and all.
David versus Goliath.
Yeah. So, but you know, it's a fun game. It's not a very serious game. So in one of the poker games, Ron said, "CZ, you should look at this thing called Bitcoin." I was like, "Okay, Bitcoin. Okay." So and so we talked about it a little bit, and then Bobby Lee, who was at the time was working for Walmart, was just about to quit Walmart to join BTC China to become their CEO. And as part of that deal, Bobby said he will bring Ron in as an investor, Lightspeed into
BTCC.
Into BTCC. So that's in July 2013. I was like, okay, so these two guys are pretty serious about this. So I had lunch with Bobby the next day, and Bobby said, put 10% of your net worth into Bitcoin. He said, there's a small chance you will go to zero, then you lose 10%. There's a much higher chance you will go 10x and you will double your net worth. I was like, okay, that sounds pretty serious. So that's when I started learning, reading the white paper more carefully. It took me 6 months. So it was till the end of 2013, I started like, so I'm convinced now. I'm ready to go. But then Bitcoin went from $70 in mid 2013 to like $1,000 by end of 2013. So you already went more than like 15x.
How did that make you feel?
I was like, I'm too late. I was like, I wish I got in early.
Yeah.
Because back then, right? No, doesn't matter when you get into Bitcoin, you always feel late.
Yeah.
Right? Because everyone you talk to has in the Bitcoin industry has bought before you.
And did you talk to anybody while you were learning about it to say, like, you have a community in Shanghai?
There's a community. There's a very small community in Shanghai, and then I was basically talking to anybody in the world that's willing to talk with me.
On straight to our second interview, that's Michael Saylor. But understand, this is not our interview. It is done, and then we are using it. All right. So it is the channels that's respectively they did it. So we are going straight forward to Michael Saylor to listen to what.
The best idea, if you want to make 10x your money, is you buy something that everybody in the world needs, nobody in the world can stop, and almost nobody understands.
Perfect.
Okay, so in 2010, that was Amazon, or that was Apple, or that was Facebook, or Google. These are all dominant digital networks that everybody in the world needed, that nobody could stop. But if you'd ask the typical mainstream investor, is this a good investment? They would all say, oh, it's very scary, it's overvalued, Amazon doesn't make money, you know, mobile phones used to cost $50. You know, it's like Apple's going to sell an iPhone for $600. They said it's too expensive. The iPhone $600 is too expensive. Nokia will sell me one for $30. They said Apple's going to go to $30. And of course, what happened is Apple went to $1,500. Yes. And so the conventional wisdom was against these big tech companies.
Saylor was asked a major question about how the youth and the people can make extra money 10 times, 100 times of their profit or capital at this current situation in the market. And let's listen to what he said in this interview on Coin Stories. Very, very interesting to watch.
You've said that if you want to 10x your money, buy Bitcoin. If you want to 100x your money, buy Bitcoin with someone else's money. And if you want to 1000x your money, then buy Bitcoin with someone else's money and lever it. But for the average person watching who's probably a wage earner and not a business leader, what do you think is the best way to 100x your money? Can you still do it with Bitcoin, and what types of strategies can be deployed?
I think the best way to get superior returns
100x type returns if you're an individual would be you keep your day job, and so you maximize the cash flow you generate via whatever your profession is. You're responsible on your expenditures. You have to think in the year 2045, I think a Bitcoin's worth $13 million. So every Bitcoin that you don't buy is a $13 million cost. That Ferrari that you're going to buy is going to cost you like 6 Bitcoin. And so it's going to be a $100 million Ferrari, right? If you look out 20 years. So you have to keep your job, you know, unless you're insanely rich, don't splurge on the Ferrari, buy the 6 Bitcoin instead. And with regard to leverage, the intelligent leverage for the individual is generally long dated, mid dated mortgage debt. So if I have any kind of property, you know, if I have a house, I would put a long mortgage on it, a 10-year mortgage, a 15 to 20-year mortgage on it, especially a conforming loan, and then I would roll it into Bitcoin. Because mortgage debt is not mark to market. It's against an asset which is fairly stable. Normally the interest rates are somewhat subsidized by a Fannie Mae or a Freddie Mac program or a government program. So it's the cheapest form of permanent capital that someone can get. So, you know, I give you what you shouldn't do. You shouldn't quit your job. You shouldn't splurge on sports cars you can't afford. Don't buy a yacht because it's obscenely expensive. And don't pay off your mortgages. Don't get debt free.